So all this stuff does not stay out on my living room floor, uh, at least not all the time. But in preparation for a trip and then usually after a trip, I do like to have everything spread out, and I always check my pack before a trip. Going through my food bag, uh, I usually try to pack for 2 meals. I keep my food in sealed, scent-free bags that I bought online. Um, Big fan of the breakfast skillet. Love that. There's two in there. Uh, Also, two dinners. And again, I keep those in a sealed, scent-free bag. I like coffee, so I've got some coffee. Spices, I keep those in a bag. I have a little bit of a rag there that I use for cleaning. Um, Emergency, in case I need more food, I've got a couple soup mixes in there that I can use. You can also see that I've got some snacks. Element, that's definitely a good hydration drink. A big fan of the Honey Stingers, and I like Slim Jims. I don't usually eat a lot of lunch, but I do like breakfast on in the mornings when I have time. Um, and the Mountain House meals at dinner are great. Um, I use the jet boil system. You may find that other people like to use the lighter and less bulky systems, but I'm a fan of the jet boil, and I like it because it makes things fast, and it also has the French press for coffee. The other thing too that I like that may be a little bit different is I like the coffee cup. I like to have something to hold that's a little bit better than some plastic or some of the lightweight things. So that might be a little bit different than some other folks. Titanium spoon, jet boil can, fuel cartridge. And my last trip on the Waterloo-Pickney Trail, my food bag was about 5 pounds, maybe a little bit more. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how I pack my food bag. So my backpack is the Osprey Atmos 65 AG. That is a little bit bigger pack. It's a 65 liter. It weighs empty about 4.6 pounds. There's a lot of lighter packs that are available that I just don't want to spend the extra money for. I've grown accustomed to this. Backpack is kind of a personal choice, and I like the extra pockets and some of the strapping and anti-gravity things that help me on my hike. So I've kind of gotten used to that backpack. And one thing I will definitely recommend is that use your backpack, try it on different hikes. Uh, Try repacking in different ways to see which way works best for you. I'm still experimenting and learning which way works best. My sleeping bag is a Marmot. It's a 20-degree bag, weighs about 2 pounds. Works pretty good for me. It's a mummy bag. I've used it now, oh geez, 6, 7 years. I think I got it in 2017. My tent is a Big Agnes Copper Spur UHL2, I believe it is. That is a recent purchase. Weighs about 3 pounds, which was a nice improvement over my REI Half Dome tent, which weighed packed up with everything about 6 pounds. So that I would thought was a good new investment for my backpacking trip. Definitely recommend using a footprint. It will help increase the lifespan of your tent. I also have a REI rain cover, which I use for the backpack. That helps me in rainy and wet conditions. So how do I get all that stuff in there? Well, we'll show that in a different video. A couple things I'll mention about the backpack and the rain cover. I'm still experimenting a little bit with rain gear. I had a hike about a month ago where I hiked out in the rain. I have a poncho that goes over the backpack and me that I really liked because it also is able to be converted into a tarp. Well, the hard thing I had about that backpack was getting it on and using it. So I had a hard time getting it over the back of my backpack easily. So um, I've not included that in my current backpacking loads. Um, and a couple other things that I did do to make sure that my equipment stays dry is I did waterproof my backpack, and I also put a coating of waterproofing over my um, rain cover for the backpack. But for now, I'm going to opt using the rain cover, making sure my backpack is dry, and wearing rain pants and my rain jacket. And we'll give that a go and see how well that works. I've also considered using an umbrella. I see a lot of people using that for backpacking. Haven't pulled the trigger and decided to do that. So going to my clothes that I wear, clothes can be very specific to the hike and the length of time that I'm on the trail. So I kind of laid out some of the basics that I usually have. You'll notice first off that I have three sets of shoes. The hiking boots that I haven't been using lately. These are old Merrells that I've used out west in the Grand Canyon, some rocky terrain in southern Arizona or outside of Tucson, where it's easy to twist an ankle. Over this winter, I've gone to a hiking shoe, a trail shoe, running shoe. These are the Brooks Cascadia 18GX. The features of that is it's got a Gore-Tex liner, and it also has a rock plate. Good shoe. I've been using that for most of my winter hiking. It's been pretty waterproof. But the one downside of that was that there's not a whole lot of padding in them, and I noticed my feet were hurting. I did not get any blisters with this shoes, or not very many anyways. I did have some hot spots that I did some preemptive moleskin on that didn't really form any blisters, but overall, a pretty good shoe. But I wanted to try something with a little bit more padding. So I went shopping a few weeks back, and I just happened to find this shoe, which is it's a Nike shoe. It's a Pegasus Trail 5 GTX, which features Gore-Tex. And I tried these on. I used to run with a Pegasus Nike shoe, and I haven't worn Nikes for years and years and years. But I tried these on, and boy, they just felt so comfortable. They reminded me of my Brooks Cascadia running shoe. There's nice padding on them. You'll see that there's a nice little edge right here for keeping sand and dirt out. You can see that there's good padding. They don't have a rock plate, but I don't think that I necessarily need it with all that padding that's on there. So I have not had those out on the trail. I've been wearing them around the house and to run errands just to help break them in, get a little bit more comfortable. Look for a report on those in upcoming videos. So my puffy coat, if you want to call it that, is an Arc'teryx coat that I found on clearance at REI. Has served me well over the past, 7 years or so. Pretty darn happy with that. It's I've worn it to sleep in, and when it's super cold weather. May not wear it on hikes all the time, but super comfortable. Nice pockets. I use it for skiing as well. The rest of my clothes I've kind of got situated. I usually wear a beanie if it's really cold. I've got a pair of running shorts that I like. Actually, these are actually running shorts, but I wear them as underwear. And then when I sleep, I have some leggings that I usually like to wear. A lot of times I'll layer it with some rain pants and hike in that in the morning. I just get up and go. I have a couple different pairs of pants that I like to use. These Parnas, probably saying that wrong, but they're pretty darn comfortable. They're light. They're good for hiking. And then I tend to pack a few sets of socks. Really only need 2 or 3, and that's kind of a personal choice. Darn Tough is good. I got these Acapella socks that's really nice. And then I have these thick socks that I like to sleep in, keep my feet warm at night. A bandana, a quick dry towel. These inner liner socks or with the toes, again, I haven't played around with these too much to give them a try. So I usually bring them along just in case I want to give it a try. So for rain gear, I do have a pair of REI rain pants that have worked real well for me, in a Merrimount jacket. So the rest of my stuff is kind of divided up basically by use. I do bring some fire starters and matches. I keep everything in a Ziploc bag. My water system, I have a collapsible Sawyer bottle, and you know, the flushing system, a couple of valve attachments. C-Knock water bag. I did get this, very handy for filling up bulk water. Again, this is the 2-liter bag. And I did spend the extra money to get the one that was able to put hot water inside. You can boil the water and put it inside and put it in your sleeping bag if the temperatures are really cold at night. My electronics package, you'll see a couple things. There's all sorts of cords and things in there. I'm working to try to eliminate some of those things. I do carry a whistle just for an emergency. I've got a couple different kind of chargers here. I've got a outdoor waterproof, it's a 100 milliamp charger, and I've also got a 200 milliamp charger, which I have not taken on the trail to use yet. So I have a medical bag with, you know, Advil, which may be used, also some medicine in case I feel like I'm getting a cold or something else, along with moleskin and other things like that. And then kind of my toiletry bag with toothpaste, brush, some few other things in there that, quite frankly, I haven't really used much of these things. So I'm considering to not bring them on the trail. And of course, my pair of glasses. I wear contacts, so need saline solution and extra contacts, etc., etc. You'll see my Sawyer water filter over there, and then a smart water bottle, which is standard protocols. I just purchased this saw. This is a folding saw, backpack saw that I don't think I would take on a lot of my hikes, but if I know that I'm going to be able to have a campfire, that might be handy for cutting wood. So some of the miscellaneous stuff. I haven't always done this, but there's an emergency blanket that I think might be handy. I've used that maybe once or twice. Sometimes I take that with me, and sometimes I don't. Pencil, paper, pencil, pen, pocket knife, chapstick, headlamp. Also, I've been using this pouch that I use for snacks to put my phone in. Haven't really had good luck with this. and I'm considering not using it next time because a lot of times I just put my phone in the pocket. So my pack weight came in at 27.2 pounds. I'm super happy with that. That's below 30, which is my goal. So I might even be able to fit that tripod in there and take that with me now. And like I said, I did get that knife or that little handsaw in there. So I'm super happy with that. I looked around. I think I got everything that I'm hoping to take with me. Um, so, if I had a longer trip, I might put a little bit more food in there. Um, uh, and I might put a little bit more clothes in there. But so far on my 3-day hikes, I haven't worn too many different clothes. So I think I'm good. So next up, moving all the camping gear out to the travel trailer, open the travel trailer up, get that ready for camping season, and hopefully we'll get a hike from Portage, Waterloo, maybe Green Lake area in the next couple of weeks. Again, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, reach out, comment below.